The Environmental Protection Agency EPA is stirring up more dust than an old vacuum cleaner at a cat hair convention. You remember that jaw-dropping study from 2020 claiming electric cars aren't the Earth's green nights we thought they were? Well, buckle up, because the EPA is diving into the environmental rabbit hole with its own investigation. It's like the X-Files. But instead of aliens, we're hunting for the truth about electric vehicles. So, here's the scoop. The 2020 study caused us to louder than a kazoo at a library. The researchers, in their best Sherlock Holmes impression, insisted that electric cars are not only less eco-friendly than a plant-powered hippie van, but also more toxic than your ex's social media updates. Daily Mail even threw in a dramatic soundtrack for effect. Now, the EPA, the superhero of environmental accountability, has put on its cape and monocle to fact-check. Their squad is dissecting tire and brake emissions like they're forensic scientists at a crime scene. They believe the results will prove electric cars are indeed the green gems we need. Despite that 2020 study. Let's rewind a bit. The 2020 study, conducted by a bunch of science folks with lab coats and probably a pet microscope, claimed that tires and brakes on electric cars release 1850 times more solid particles than those fancy exhaust pipes with filters. The culprit. Wait, yep. Those electric cars are apparently like the heavyweight champions of the automotive world. And all that mass is causing more wear and tear than a toddler on Velcro shoes. But fear not, dear electric enthusiasts. The EPA has an ace up its sleeve. Regenerative brakes. Picture this, your electric car is not just a car, it's a magician's assistant. The regenerative brakes act like wizards, turning the energy back into the car's electric system, saving your brakes from wearing out faster than a pair of leggings at a cat yoga class. It's like having brakes on a spa day. They come out refreshed and ready for more stopping action. The EPA even dropped some research bombs, citing another 2020 study claiming that electric cars' brake systems slow down wear and tear by a whopping 68%. But, and there's always a but, these scientists focused on comparing tire emissions from electric cars to the exhaust pipes of good old internal combustion engines. It's like comparing apples to oranges or, in this case, emissions to exhaust. The EPA is stepping in to bring order to this chaotic comparison, focusing on a direct showdown between tire emissions. Now, let's talk microplastics. Professor Hashim Raka from the Technological Institute of Virginia says it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack while wearing a blindfold. Determining the full extent of microplastics released by tires is like figuring out how many jelly beans are in a jar without actually looking at the jar. It's a tough job. Add to that the challenge of distinguishing between micro